What is up, guys? It's Simon from PianoPig.com, which, if you're really serious about taking your piano playing to the next level, then definitely check out the PianoPig Academy. Anyway, for today, I just wanted to show you two little secrets that are really going to help you take your improvisation to a whole nother level of fun. These secrets aren't so much about which notes to play, but more about how to play the notes that you choose. So let's head over to the piano and let's get stuck in with it. Throughout this lesson, we're going to be improvising over a fairly simple chord progression, which we need to very quickly learn first. All it does is alternate between a B-flat major 7 and a D minor 9. And you're not actually going to have to play these chords, but it's always a good idea to be aware of what chords you're actually improvising over. So B-flat major 7 to D minor 9. There's also a backing track that comes with this lesson for you to practice along with, but we'll get onto that in just a minute. Now we've got all that out the way, let's find out what these secrets are. Number 1. Tell a story. When you start your solo, I find it helps so much to imagine that you're telling a story. Imagine that you start off softly by setting the scene. Then you introduce a character and then build up a plot line. Maybe it could build up some tension as the plot develops and then it resolves to finish off. As well as helping create the overall structure of a solo, this method can also be used to come up with techniques such as question and answer. So what I'm going to do now is play the backing track and take a very short solo, but focus almost entirely on telling a story. So just start by setting the scene. Just very nice and simple. Ask a question. Answer it. Build up some tension. Release it. The power of telling a story whilst improvising is huge. It's what keeps people's attention and what makes a great solo. Moving on to the second and final secret, you want to make use of rhythmical variations of melodic ideas. What do I mean by that? Well, if you play a nice little melodic motif, it can be anything. A really good trick is to play around with that same melodic idea. Repeat it, but change it. Change the rhythm, change the feel, change where the accents come from, change absolutely anything you want, but keep it recognizable. When you do this, you'll find you come up with all sorts of cool ideas, and your solos will also start to fit together a little bit better. I'll play the backing track again and have a little solo focusing just on this to give you some ideas. So come up with a nice little motif to start with. So there we have a little motif. So now what we can do is play around with it. So hopefully you can see what I was doing there. I just took a motif, which turned out to be this, and I just played around with it, with all sorts of different variations of rhythm and all the stuff we just talked about. And you come up with all these cool little things that you may not have done if you weren't using this method. So what you want to do now is download the backing track, and the link to that is in the description below, or actually just anything you can practice improvising to, really. And really try to focus on these two secrets, or methods, whatever you want to call them. A lot of people worry too much about which notes to play, and forget completely about how to actually go about playing the notes and how to shape a solo and keep it interesting. Practice telling a story, asking questions, giving answers, building tension, repeating variations of melodic ideas. Do this and your improvisation will become so much more fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, smash that notification bell, and I will see you next time.